You know what amazes me? How much technology changes. First off, it goes from we want the smallest possible device you could possibly ever find with like the iPhone 5, iPhone 4. Actually, a good example is literally right here. This is the iPhone 5 compared to the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Like, look at the difference in size, guys. It's amazing how much technology changes and how the idea of technology, completely shifts. Like, people want a really small device, iPhone 5, and now they want a really big device, like the brand new iPads that just came out, was, of course, a 12.9-inch iPad. But that's not all, guys. So the current iPad obviously is the biggest iPad out, but in future iPads coming out in 2022, we could see even bigger screens than the 12.9-inch. Can you imagine a 15-inch, 17-inch iPad? I feel like at some point you're getting to a point where it's not even a tablet anymore. It's just a computer that is touchscreen and does not have a keyboard. That's all you're getting at some point when it comes to these iPads, is it's not even an iPad anymore. I feel like people just at this point are like, oh yeah, this is an iPad. Is that really an iPad, or is that just a tab of freaking computer with no keyboard and a touchscreen, and that's what you're getting? Because honestly, looking at this, guys, that's what I'm starting to kind of get a general idea of. So in the first installment of Bloomberg's Power On newsletter, Mark Gurman says that Apple is currently considering future iPad designs with larger displays. The current iPad Pro Max, out at 12.9 inches diagonally, says the new iPad screen changes at least a couple years down the road. That has not yet left the exploratory stage. Apple is still said to be developing a redesigned iPad chassis with glass back for 2022, which will ship out in 11 and 12.9 inch sizes. So obviously, yeah, we're not going to see this at best to late 2022, early 2023, a bigger than 12.9 inch display. But like I said, it's still absolutely insane. Now, that's actually interesting what they said right there. A glass back. And the reason why I say that is because guys who watch the channel, the reason why I will refuse, and I'm telling you right now, I refuse so badly to ever buy these iPads, the newer ones. I have an old iPad Air second generation, and I still have it, and I'll still rock it till this day, because I refuse to buy these because of, honestly, a little bit of the bigger screen. And the reason why is because of durability issues. Look at this, right? Pushing. No, it's not bending. It's not breaking, right? If I did that same exact force on this iPad, I would break it. Or at least bend it. I might not break it, but I would bend it and the screen would pop out. The reason why is because on the sides of the iPads, even the brand new ones, there's actually a little thing right there. You guys probably can't see it. It's a little pinhole right on the left hand side. I think it's for the speaker, no, the microphone. And that microphone, that little pinhole, creates a weak point in the actual iPad's structure. And every single iPad has that exact same structural issue in that little microphone jack on the side. And I know, again, I've said this before, I'll say it again, you're not going to treat this iPad like, you're not going to be like, oh, is it going to break? Is it going to break? You're not going to be like that. But at the end of the day, if you put this in a backpack or it's on your bed or whatever the case, and in real life happens, you could bend this iPad. A lot of people have bent their iPads, like, let's say, in a backpack because someone pushes against it, whatever the case, and if you bend this, I mean, that's what, $1,000 you're breaking. I mean, I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't want to use this device because I wouldn't want to risk breaking this device. I would be mad at myself for breaking it, bending it, whatever the case, just because of the fact that, it's so fragile. Now, you put a glass back on the back, you might be like, well, how is that going to be less fragile? The reason why it's so fragile is because of the aluminum body. Okay, the whole entire thing is aluminum. If you put a glass back on the back, You make it a stainless steel body, the chassis on the outsides, the actual meat and potatoes of it. You might get a better design and a better, if they say again redesign chassis, you could get a more durable iPad, which honestly I would rock with. Wouldn't rock with what they have now, but I would rock with a more durable iPad in all honesty. And I think it could be a lot better. More or less want me to actually want to buy one. But right now with design, I just can't pull the trigger on that. And I probably won't ever pull the trigger on that unless they redesign this chassis and make it a lot more durable. If you want to watch a really good YouTube channel that does do durability tests, check out Jerry Rig Everything. Not sponsored anyway, but I watch his videos all the time. And he does do a lot of durability checks on these iPads. And I'm telling you right now, when he does this, that thing is bending like a pretzel. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next one. Peace out.